All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back today. We got Jake here in the shop with his truck. Come on up. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot.
And you are going to be putting a new turbo in this sucker.
Yes.
And actually, it's already in there. You guys can see it down in there. It is beautiful. That whiskey bronze looks crazy. If you guys didn't see it in the last video where we unveiled it, now today is going to be showing us how to do this install.
Yeah.
So anyways, symptoms of maybe a failing turbo. What was going on with yours?
I had a squealing noise, so it would come forward and you could hear the turbo wheel rub the housing. And I just had a lot of back and forth play in the shaft itself.
Okay.
So I've known that it's an issue for a little bit, but it's just progressively gotten worse, and then it started making a sound. So it was just time that it gets swapped out before I'm down the road, and it decides it wants to swap itself out.
Absolutely. So. I don't blame you there. So it's a factory turbo. How many miles were on that?
200,000.
Wow.
195,000.
Yeah, so it had a good life, and now it's time for a brand new OEM one, right?
Yes, sir.
And this one is a 2017 one?
Yes.
So it's a little different than the 15, or?
A little bit. So to my knowledge, and there's probably more turbo experts on the internet than I,
for sure.
But to my knowledge, the 2015 and 2017 turbo are pretty much identical size-wise and things like that. The only difference is they are internally oiled versus the 2015s have the oil line that comes out of the pedestal to the top of the turbo. Whether that's the oil feed or oil return, I don't know right now off the top of my head.
Okay.
But it instead of it doing that, it feeds it through the pedestal, and it's a little bit better system.
Perfect. So let's go ahead, guys, without further ado, and let's dive into this install, and then we can catch up more after, shall we?
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Your first step's gonna be picking your cab up a little bit. I couldn't get this cab bolt out, and I wasn't gonna mess with it. It can live out its life right there, but you got a pretty good gap there just to get enough room to get back behind that intake and get the upper intake out. And once the upper intake's out, you can get to the lower, which I'm gonna do right now. Next thing to come out is the lower intake, charge pipes, air intake. Yeah, that's about it for right now. All the CCV, be careful not to break that. The hose gets very brittle, so you can break those very easily. Reason for replacing. Still works, but it's just making some noises, and I don't want to be down the road and have it blow apart on me. So then the next thing that I'm taking off, I already took the coolant hose, CCV upper and lower intake, hot side pipe coming off, and then we'll be to the up pipes. My truck has the HSM pipe, so it'll be a little different, but take the little clip off. This one has 3 little locking screws. Coolant feed line, and an EGT sensor and some other connectors. Be careful with the VGT connector. You will break it if you're not careful, like I did. So luckily I still have half, but we'll have to fix that in the future. Little coolant line just handed it to me. I ended up having to use a little heel bar and a small scraper tool, honestly, to get underneath there and kind of wiggle it up. But it can be a pain. This one is crusty, so it's gonna need a new O-ring and things like that. But obviously, new turbo, so let's get new ones. So let's get the up pipes and the down pipe. pipe, down pipe. Well, up pipe's down pipe clamp. I ended up taking the fender liner out and completely taking the down pipe out because it makes life a little bit easier if you have crusty bolts like me, because we're in the salt belt. We had to cut one of them, but it's fine. They make more bolts. But now just the 4 pedestal bolts and it comes right out. There's the old one out, gasket out. Got the mounting area all cleaned up, ready for our new gasket and going back together now. So we're ready to put the new turbo on. I swapped over my HSM pipe for the adapter for their charge pipe. So, time to go back in now. Got the turbo set in, and as you can see, I don't have any of the bolts in. It makes these up pipes a lot easier to get lined up when the bolts aren't in. So I recommend lining up your up pipes before you put your bolts in. Get everything set in place. Start your up pipes, get them snugged up, and then you put your turbo in and tighten up your up pipes the rest of the way. Started, down pipe still needs to be put in. All 4 turbo bolts are in and snugged. I'm gonna go through with the torque wrench and tighten those up, but going back together, and just gotta tighten that one. Don't leave the clamp like that because it will go into the firewall when you set the cab back down and you'll hear it rattle. So it needs to be moved, but I still have to put the heat shield on and the down pipe, so just waiting to adjust that one until those are in. Alright, didn't record it, but I set this in, didn't tighten it yet. Get the charge pipes, or not charge pipes, up pipes, down pipe in. The turbo is torqued. I had to go get a new coolant line because they did not send me the right one. The 2015 style, the bolt is on the left side. 2017 style, the bolt is on the right side. So I had to go get a new one of those, but getting close to being all done. Charge pipes back in, upper intake, we went with a new one of those, and only thing left is air filter, coolant, finish the oil change. All the oil's already drained out of it, but I gotta change the filter, put new oil in it. Only way you can see it. Just right through that little gap. It is done, and just gotta finish the fluids.
And just like that, it is done. Boy, that was so easy. Actually, I didn't have to do anything, but how was the install?
It's not bad. I mean, I had one cab bolt fight me, and that was that front corner one. So we just tipped the cab rather than picked it up a little bit. But
is that standard procedure to remove the cab
No.
bolts, the grill, the headlight? You got to take all these things off?
No.
Okay.
So since my cab bolt was stuck on this side, if you pull the grill and the headlight, there's a little access hole. You can get a 21, 22 mil wrench in there, and you can hold the wrench while you pull the cab bolt out with another wrench or whatever.
Okay.
So that's why I had the headlights, the grill, and the whole nine off of it.
Okay, yeah, because I noticed that was all already off. So I know people are going to ask, you know, how long does this job take? How many things do I really have to take off? What's the quickest way to do this?
That is not standard procedure to take the whole front end of the truck off.
Okay.
That was my procedure because I tried to pull the cab a little bit and then the cab bolt spun. So either way I had to pull it to be able to
Now they're going to
retighten
say,
it.
okay, you got a fancy shop with all the right tools. Is this something you can do at home in the driveway? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I used a lift to pick up my one side of the cab. You can use a 4x4 and a floor jack and get the cab up if you need.
Okay.
It's not like it has to go up very high. Personally, what I'd say do is pick the cab up right here by the floorboard, by the bottom of the floorboard, and then put a 2x4 in that, in between the body mount and your core support, and you'll have plenty of room.
Okay, now all in all, how long does this take? How long did it take you to swap this turbo out?
So I had a bunch of stuff going on over the weekend while I did it.
Yeah.
So I had technically 3 days in it, but I had about 2 to 3 hours per day in it. So realistically, I had about 6 to 7 hours in it.
Okay, so you could do this in a normal 8-hour work shift.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what you're doing because you've done more than one of these.
Yeah. So the one thing that really fought me is obviously the turbo's never been out of this truck. So
so it had some build up from 200,000 miles.
Yeah, the up pipe and the down pipe were pretty stuck. I didn't put a lot of that on video just because nobody wants to see me just sitting there pulling on a pipe.
Oh yeah, we didn't want to make an 8-hour video, but here 20, 25 minutes.
So I was able to get them off, and once I got them off, I mean, it was a breeze in and out after that. But
perfect.
There's a little 10 mil that really fought me. These have like a 2-piece downpipe, so it's got a little 45 or 90 that comes off the back of the turbo and then it connects to the downpipe itself. So there's a little 10 mil underneath of there that just sits there and holds that downpipe piece to the back of the bell housing, and that fought me for hours.
Dang. Well, we didn't notice it on camera, so.
It was just loose enough I couldn't turn it with my fingers, or it was just loose enough I couldn't turn it with a wrench, but just tight enough I couldn't turn it with my fingers. So I had to sit there with a wrench and quarter.
Oh, we seen you all the way in there. You were like laid out in this sucker all the way deep in there.
Yeah, it was fun. But other than that, you know, they're pretty straightforward.
Did you have to replace anything else while you were doing this?
So I ordered what they call the retrofit kit from Ford to take this from the 2015 style Ford to the 2017. And they didn't send me the coolant line. So I had to find the coolant line because on the 2015s, the tab is on the left side. The 2017, the tab is on the right side.
Oh, okay.
And of course, they weld it so you can't turn it.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
So I only had to go get that. And other than that, it was, everything came with the kit. It was ready to go.
Perfect, man. Well, thank you again for doing it on the camera. I know it's going to help a lot of people out, you know. Feel free to drop your comments below, guys, if you do have any other questions, if you're going to attempt this, or maybe you've even done this and have some things that you've worked through over time that you want to share. Please drop that below, and also, you know, feel free to follow Jake on the Instagram. I can link it on the screen here, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video where we're going to change out and add some even more color to this baby, so stick around.
Feel free to add anything I missed, because I'm sure I missed something.
I'm sure you did great, buddy. Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
CNC Truck Fest, baby. Let's go.